Stretch it out. So let me pause here and say, God always expects us to use what he's given us. For those of you who are on Facebook, you see the little things that I put out called vitamin G. That was one of the things, and I meant to put it up there. It actually said that God is not a God of waste. God expects us to do something with what he's given us before we ask for more. And God will use the things he's given us to amplify, and we'll get to that word, what needs to be done in any particular situation. But in some of the creative ways, he crossed the Red Sea. How many of you know Jesus spit on somebody? How many didn't know that? Yeah, Jesus spit somebody right now, made some mud, spit in their eye. How many of y'all with Jesus? How many of y'all, if Jesus was here today and Jesus said, you came up and said, Lord, there's something in my eye. And you heard Jesus say, I got you. Wait a minute, 1 second. How many of y'all would have stayed there? He said, I got you, I'm Jesus. And you hear him say, he did some strange things. He even told a man named Noah to go build the ark, and there wasn't no rain. Whatever rain was at that time. So we see that Jesus has always been creative, and his solutions to problems have always been things that to us didn't look like it made sense. Didn't look like, why you got to do that? But when you're sovereign, that's what sovereign means. You can kind of do what you want and put it any way you like. So Jesus, I prefer to use the word as creative. So what's my point? Just because what we refer to as speaking in tongues seems strange and being indwelt with the Holy Ghost does not dismiss its power and intent. Just because it looks strange to you, just because you be like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know, what is that? How many? As the pastor tries to say, Honda, give me a Honda and a bow tie. I don't know what that means. What is that? But just because it seems that way did not dismiss its power and intent. It doesn't make sense to wave a stick over an ocean, over a sea, and the ocean parts, does it? But God used it that way. It didn't make sense for God to spit in the mud, spit in the ground, make some mud, and then stick it in the guy's eye, and the guy could see. Didn't make sense. And you could go on and on of all the miracles. Didn't make sense that Jesus turned water into wine. How you do that? That might be the most requested miracle nowadays if Jesus is here. Didn't make sense. And at the end of the day, do you think anybody cared? No, because it fulfilled the desired purpose. It met the need. What's my point? Just because you don't understand it, just because it sounds funny, just because I've never done it, do not make the mistake of thinking that it still does not have a specific need that it will fulfill if you allow it. So,